What if I told you that there are places on Earth that defy all logic? Ruins so advanced, so mysterious, that even modern science has no explanation for them. Some of these sites shouldn't exist, at least not with the knowledge we have of ancient civilizations. Were they built by lost civilizations far more advanced than we imagined? Or is there something else lurking in our history that we were never meant to uncover? Brace yourself, because what you're about to see might change everything you thought you knew about our past. Let's start number 10. The Longyu Caves, China deep in China's Zhejiang province. Something impossible was discovered. 36 massive underground caverns, carved with stunning precision. But here's the mystery. No historical records mention them. No tools have been found. And most terrifying of all, no one knows where the millions of cubic feet of excavated rock went. Think about that. These caves weren't just dug, they were designed. The walls are polished smooth, the ceilings perfectly symmetrical, and some sections are reinforced with mysterious pillars. Who built them? And why? Some believe they were created by a lost civilization with technology far beyond what we thought was possible. Others whisper of extraterrestrial hands at work. But one thing is certain. These caves shouldn't exist. And what if I told you? This is just the beginning? Number 9. The Sacsayhuaman Fortress, Peru. Now prepare yourself for something even more mind-boggling. High in the Peruvian Andes lies Sacsayhuaman, an ancient fortress so precisely built that modern engineers still can't explain it. The stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, fit together like a puzzle, without mortar. You couldn't even slide a razor blade between them. Now here's where it gets really strange. The Incas, who inhabited this site, never claimed to have built it. Instead, they said it was already there when they arrived. The stones are so perfectly cut and fitted that some theorists suggest advanced technology, or something even more shocking, was used. But here's the real kicker. Scientists say the tools available at the time could not have shaped these massive rocks. So how did they do it? And even more importantly, who did it? Number 8. The Hypogeum of Halsaflieni, Malta. Beneath the surface of Malta lies something truly chilling. The Hypogeum of Halsaflieni, an underground temple over 5,000 years old. But it's not just its age that makes it terrifying. It's what was found inside. In one chamber, known as the Oracle Room, researchers discovered that sound waves behave in unnatural ways. A person speaking in certain frequencies can make their voice echo and vibrate throughout the entire structure, almost as if it was designed for something inhuman. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. Hundreds of elongated skulls were unearthed in this temple. Skulls that don't match any known human race. Who were these beings? Were they a lost branch of humanity? Or something else? And before you dismiss it, why did these skulls mysteriously vanish from Malta's museum archives? Number 7. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. They say civilization began around 5,000 years ago. But what if I told you that Göbekli Tepe, an ancient site in Turkey, is at least 12,000 years old, twice as old as the pyramids of Egypt? What's even crazier? The massive stone pillars are perfectly arranged in a circular formation, some weighing over 50 tons. They feature carvings of animals and strange figures, hinting at a lost civilization that shouldn't have existed. How did hunter-gatherers, who were supposedly primitive, construct something so advanced? And here's the twist. Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried under tons of sand and dirt. Someone, thousands of years ago, tried to hide it. But why? What were they trying to erase from history? Maybe because the truth was too shocking to be known. Number 6. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Now, this one is pure nightmare fuel. Deep in the Pacific Ocean, a ruined city floats on water. Yes, you heard that right. Nan Madol, an ancient site made up of massive basalt blocks, was built on top of a coral reef. The stones used weigh up to 50 tons each, and no one knows how they got there. The island's locals say the city was built by giants who had the power to levitate stones using mysterious energy. But the real horror? Scientists have no clue how these megaliths were moved, or why someone would build a city in the middle of the ocean. Even creepier? Nan Madol is called the City of the Dead. Many who visit say they experience strange, eerie sensations. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures moving between the ruins at night, and divers exploring its submerged sections have found tunnels leading even deeper into the unknown. Could it be evidence of an ancient, forgotten technology? Or something even more unexplainable? But hold on, because the secrets only get darker from here. Before we move on to the top 5, here's something important. Please subscribe, because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Number 5. The stone spheres of Costa Rica. Scattered across the jungles of Costa Rica are hundreds of massive stone spheres, some weighing up to 16 tons. Perfectly round, smooth, and carved from solid rock, they seem impossible to have been shaped by ancient hands. But here's the real mystery. No one knows who made them, how they were carved, or what they were used for. Even more bizarre? Many of these spheres were deliberately buried beneath layers of sediment, almost as if someone was trying to hide them. Some say they were created by a lost civilization. Others suggest they are remnants of an unknown, highly advanced culture that predates recorded history. But here's the strangest part. No tools that could have carved them have ever been found. And the biggest question of all, why would anyone go to such great lengths to make these perfect spheres, and then bury them? Number 4. Baalbek, Lebanon. Now, this is where things get truly unbelievable. In Lebanon, the ruins of Baalbek house some of the largest stones ever used in construction, each weighing over 1,000 tons. Yes, you read that right. Here's the problem. Even with today's technology, we still don't have cranes powerful enough to move these stones. So how did ancient people, thousands of years ago, transport and lift them into place? The Roman temple that sits atop Baalbek is impressive, but here's the twist. The massive stone foundation beneath it is far, far older. Some experts say it predates even the oldest known civilizations. What does this mean? Did the Romans build on the ruins of something much older? Could Baalbek have been part of an ancient super-civilization lost to history? And if so, what happened to them? Number 3. The Kailasa Temple, India. This one shouldn't exist. In the western mountains of India lies the Kailasa Temple, a structure so advanced that modern architects are left scratching their heads. Why? Because this temple wasn't built piece by piece. It was carved entirely from a single solid rock. That means ancient builders had to chisel away thousands of tons of stone with pinpoint precision, creating intricate carvings, massive pillars, and towering statues. Even crazier? No historical records mention its construction. There's no documentation of who built it, when it was built, or how it was even possible. The strangest part? Archaeologists still can't explain why it was built this way. Number 2. Pumapunku, Bolivia. High in the Andes Mountains lies one of the most baffling ruins on Earth, Pumapunku. Unlike other ancient ruins, this site features precision-cut stone blocks so advanced that they resemble modern machine work. These massive, interlocking stones have perfectly straight edges, deep holes drilled with unfathomable accuracy, and surfaces so smooth they seem laser-cut. But here's the real shocker. These stones are made of andesite, a rock harder than granite. Even today, carving such precise shapes would require diamond-tipped tools. So how did an ancient civilization over 1,500 years ago accomplish this with primitive tools? And if that's not strange enough, some of these stones weigh over 100 tons and were transported miles away from their quarry. But no one knows how. Brace yourself, because number 1 will leave you speechless. Number 1. The Yonaguni Monument, Japan. What if I told you there's an entire sunken city beneath the ocean? Off the coast of Japan lies the Yonaguni Monument, a massive underwater structure that resembles an ancient city, with giant staircases, terraces, and roads. But here's what makes it truly unbelievable. Scientists estimate the monument is at least 10,000 years old. That's older than the Great Pyramids, older than Stonehenge, even older than recorded history itself. Now here's where it gets chilling. Experts are divided. Some say it's a natural formation. Others argue that it was clearly carved by human hands. If this is a man-made city, then our entire history is wrong. It would mean that 10,000 years ago, an unknown civilization, one advanced enough to build a massive city, existed, and then mysteriously disappeared. What happened to them? A great flood? A lost civilization wiped from history? Or something even darker? Now that you've seen these mind-blowing ancient ruins, what do you think? Are they proof of a lost, advanced civilization? Evidence of something beyond human comprehension? Or is there a logical explanation that we just haven't found yet? Let me know in the comments which of these ruins shocked you the most. And don't forget to subscribe, because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed.